Yvonne Christensen, and I will be doing the tiger's whisker, thank you, from Korea. Jan Uk was a very pleasant young woman, and she was married to a very pleasant young man. And their marriage was wonderful. They got along great, they ran the farm great, everything was wonderful, until her husband was called away to war. He was gone many months, and when he came back, he was not the same man that Jan Uk had married. He was angry. He didn't know how to communicate with her anymore, and he didn't want to work on the farm anymore. He was not the same man. Jan Uk was confused. What could she do to change him? She would go visit the magic hermit up in the mountains.